The World Poker Tour, $10,400 main event. Now is my time. We're buying in for 100% of our own funds. Our only swap is 5% with Bet on Drew. Still get nervous firing in these big boys, but we're gonna play our A game. Whatever happens, happens. There can only be one winner. Maybe it'll be me. Stay tuned to find out. Day 2 tomorrow. Let's bag and tag. Play the main event. Flight 1C, the main event. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hey, how's it going? Thank you. Good luck. With blinds at 600, 1200, there's no small blind. He was eliminated last hand when he was big blind. So I'm one big blind, 12 and 12 in the middle, 100K in my stack. Early position makes it 2,700. Cutoff calls, we call with the 7-8 offsuit. Offsuit has great properties that it cannot be flush over flushed. So we got that going for us. Maybe we'll flop the old 4-5-6 and stack somebody. The flop comes 10-9-9 rainbow. Pretty good. We check, original razor checks, and cutoff bets 2,700. I'm not buying what he's selling. Let's give ourselves 2 ways of winning this pot. We check raise to 9,000. Original razor puts in the call. This is a very strong maneuver. He could have pocket 9s, pocket 10s, or even 9-10 suited. Possible, not very likely. He could still have an overpair and not put us on 9x. Original better also calls. We're 3 ways to a turn. Do I even want to hit a straight? The turn's a jack. We hit the low straight on a paired board. This isn't Omaha, but we're gonna play a little more cautiously and check it. Original razor checks and cutoff checks. I like my hand a lot more now that they didn't try to build the pot on the turn. The river is a deuce of hearts. Time to go for value. We choose a large sizing, targeting Jack X, 9x, over pairs. I bet 22,000. Original razor puts in the call. We'd like to see it. He might have pocket aces or ace 9 or some shit. Other guy quickly folds. We show our straight and he shows 9-10 suited for the flop boat. Congratulations. And we lose 35K. The very next hand, Kroll, James Carroll, old school online reg, opens to 2,500. I'm in a small blind with ace king, offsuit, and a Kornikova. We make it 10,000 to go. Are we gonna lose everything in 2 hands? I'm ready to gamble. Big blind folds and Kroll puts in the call. Flop comes 5-5-7 rainbow. Good flop for us since we got all the overpairs. I bet 7,000. He puts in the call. The turn's a 4. I don't really put him on any of these straight cards. He could still have a mid pair or be floating us with some overs, maybe a backdoor flush draw. So we keep the pressure on, 15,000. I really want him to fold. He does not fold. He calls. The river's a 10. Do we unload the clip?
Come on. Okay. Do you want to play rough? Okay. No. Say hello to my little friend.
No. We check, accept our fate. He does check behind. We show ace king and he shows disgust. That could mean one thing. He has ace queen. We got that value, and just like that, we got all of our chips back. We're back to starting stack, 100,000. 2 hands, you lose some, you win some. With blinds at 6,000, with blinds at 600, 1,200, button opens to 2,500. Small blind calls I complete with the queen of spades, jack of clubs. Let's go 3 ways. Ace, king, jack, ace, king of spades, jack of hearts. We checked the button and he checks back. Turns a deuce of spades. 3 spades are out there. We got a pair, we got a straight draw, and we got a flush draw. What are the odds? Small blind checks. We bet 3,000 for value. Button calls, small blind folds. River's a 7 of hearts. Brick City. Now, the question is, will I win if it goes check, check? Or do I have to turn my hand into a bluff? I don't think I can bet for value, so we want to go large and get him to fold King X or Ace X. I bet 12,000. A very advanced play. He goes deep in the tank. He's got an ace or a king. He's not happy about it. What does he beat? He beats me turning a made hand into a bluff, and he folds. We earned a pot. What do you know? With blinds at 800, 1600, 1 hour levels, great structure. Let's make it count. It's our time to shine. Look down at Alan Jackson, ace of clubs, jack of spades, under the gun, we make it 3,500. We get 2 calls, and the big blind comes along for the ride, and the flop comes. 884 rainbow. Good bet here. Hopefully no one has anything, but we decide to check. Everybody checks. The turn's a 4. Good bet here again. Ace high might be good. Might get called by another ace high. Can fold out some equity, but we check. And everybody checks. Exciting hand, huh? The river's a jack. No flush is available. We got top. Alan Jackson about to drag a decent pot. Big blind bets again. He doesn't have an 8 or a 4. I bet 7,000. We get a fold and a tank call. And the big blind is thinking about it. Does he have a jack as well? He calls. We proudly show Alan Jackson. Other guy mucks, and big blind shows 3-4 of clubs for the underboat. Nice trap. And we lose 10K. With blinds at 1,000, 2,000, we got a dinner break in about 30 minutes. I can already taste the Earth Cafe. We're under the gun with ace queen. Standard open size is gonna be 420, Bob.
I've waited all my life to say this, Bob. 420.
4.2 thousand to go, just over a min raise. Action folds around to the big blind. 30-year-old Asian male, pro of some sort because he said hi to Kroll when he sat down at the table. We're off to see a flop of ace, king, queen, 2 diamonds. We have the ace of spades and the queen of clubs. Let's go for 3 streets of value. Hopefully a diamond, a jack, or a 10 doesn't ever roll off. Big blind checks to us, and we have a clear C-bet size of 4.2K. He puts in the call. He's going to have a lot of ace X, maybe some king queen, king jack, jack 10. Jack 10 is possible, but we expect to hear from him on the flop or turn, most likely. So we're happy when he calls. We're hoping for a brick. An 8 of spades comes on the turn. A brick as far as I'm concerned. He checks. Time to size up. The correct sizing based upon the Keynesian methodology and geometric quantum probabilities is 14.2 thousand. He thinks for a while and puts in the call. He could have a pair and a flush draw. He could have a pair and a straight draw. So we're just going for value on a safe river, hopefully. And the river is a 7. Another brick. Ace, king, queen, 8-7. He checks. I bet 33,000. He thinks for a while, looks at my stack, sees I have 35,000 behind, and shoves all in, having us covered. What do you do with ace queen here? Is this ever a bluff? No, this is never a bluff. He has jack 10 and jack 10 only. He doesn't have aces, kings, queens, not king queen. There's no value hands that we beat at this point unless he's some absolute sicko that thinks he can check min raise, bluff me on the river against my under the gun open, so we fold. And he takes it down. Exactly 2 hands later, a recreational limps under the gun. 2,000, he's got about 26,000 in his stack. It's probably not a trap. Big stack, who's been winning a lot of pots, probably also a recreational, opens to 4,200 in the cutoff. Nice sizing. Asian male, 30 years old approximately, flats the button, and we got Alan Jackson in the small blind. Pretty clear jam spot. A lot of dead money out there. 15 bigs. We grip it and rip it. Everybody folds back to the original raiser, who puts in the call. Asian male folds the button. We're heads up to see a flop of 10, 7, 7. We have 1,000 behind. We check call, and my opponent has pocket sevens. That's a problem. We need a miracle, and here's the video. Nice hand, again. Good luck. We do not get a miracle, and we're out $10,400. And as you know, before I said I had a 5% swap, I'll tell you what, we're not on dinner break yet. And that's all she wrote, folks. All right, we got Losers Lounge dinner.
Yep.
Salad, panini, juice. You want to try this miracle juice?
Maybe.
All right, you can grab a cup. And the day is not over. The night is here in Las Vegas. We could go home and cry about losing 10-4, or we can lose a 1,600 on top, make it an even 12. Let's roll the dice. Let's gamble. Hop it in the 1,600, $500 non-mystery bounty, 500K guaranteed super turbo, 20-minute levels, not gambling on the red light crossing, not with a yellow cab right here. That's us. You got always look from turning as well.
That Boski obeys the law.
I am a law-abiding citizen when there's a camera on my face.
Who's your fault? My bad.
And we're in the $1,600, $500 per person bounty event. 80 entered so far, 2.5 hours more of late reds, 20-minute levels. Let's gamble. The blinds at 200, 300. We look down at pocket sevens, first hand dealt. Is it a sign? Of course, we make it 700 to go. 2 to my left, flat calls. We have a 30K stack to begin with. Let's make it grow. Big blind wants to play for more. He makes it 2,900. He's got about 25K we do cover. Do we just jam sevens here for 100 blinds? I guess we could just see a flop. We put in the call, 2,900, and Flatter says 2 words. All in. Big blind beats him in the pot. We fold sevens, and they have pocket threes and ace queen. The old flat back jam pocket threes. Well played. And we would have won. It doesn't matter. And we move on to the next hand. With blinds at 200, 400, we're under the gun with pocket nines. I make it 1,000 to go. Asian male, age 30 to 50, who just regged, immediately makes it 3,000 next act. The next guy goes in the tank. Pocket threes guy from earlier, and jams all in for like 70,000, having us both covered. What do you do with pocket nines? We got 22,000 behind. We find the fold. Asian male on my left snap folds, and he takes down another pot. Another annoying spot. Maybe we'll find that sweet spot. With blinds at 300, 600, we got a female who may or may not be Iggy Azalea at the table. She opens to 1,200. We look down at 2 black jacks. Jacks of mine. We 3X it, 3,600 to go. Action folds back around to her, and she beats me in the pot. No ace on the flop, dealer. Ace, 5-4, 2 diamonds, 1 heart. She quickly grabs her chips and leads out 3,200. What's she repping? A flush draw? Ace 10? Ace 6 off? We put in the call. The turn's the 7 of diamonds. She bets 6,000. We fold face up, and she looks disappointed. Nice hit. With the 600 big blind, action folds to me on the button. We got pocket sixes and 16,000 in chips. We make it 1,200 to go. Asian male in the small blind shoves all in for 23,000, having us covered. Action folds back to us. What do you do with pocket sixes? Maybe against normal opponents, we just find a disciplined fold, but I've had enough. We put in the call. We see the Kojak offsuit. Let's fucking hold. Nice hand. Good game. We don't fucking hold, and we're out $1,600. $12,000 loss on the day. Swaps didn't come through. Stay in school, kids. Get a good education and become the best at whatever your passion is, whatever field that might be. Play poker recreationally. Enjoy life. Or just play online poker, ACR, bonus code Boski. Sign up today.